this one. He went inside, outside, he weighed it up, he looked for the gap, and he burst through it. I think he's done it! What a finish! Unbelievable!
This is good racing, ladies and gentlemen, here. Jenkins on board. The crowd are going bananas again for another Poole 5-1. Welcome to Pirates TV viewers to Wimborne Road here on a sunny evening on the south coast. I'm Scott Mitchell and I'm your presenter and commentator. Had to get that right there. Tonight we have a meeting between the Poole Wessex Marine Pirates and the Monarch Oxford Cheetahs. Now, this is in the BSN series Southern, so the league hasn't yet started. The guys have already ridden each other on Wednesday at Oxford, where Poole came home with the points with a 46-43 win. Star man of the night had to be Carl Newman down at reserve, 13+2 for him, doing exactly what an experienced reserve needs to do, and we can see why Poole brought him in. Now I know I can see over my shoulder that the boys are getting ready in the pits, and our roving reporter Rob Dyer is down there to ask him a few questions. So let's go see Rob and see what he's got.
Okay, thanks Scotty, and we've come over to pit lane, and joining us, it's a very warm welcome to Peter Schroeck, the Oxford Cheetahs team manager, Monarch Oxford Cheetahs team manager. Peter, welcome back to Poole, and let's have a talk about Wednesday night, just a couple of nights ago. First meeting of the season for you at Sandy Lane. You lost the first one, of course, against Swindon to the weather. Almost lost the second one to the weather as well, but fortunately enough was done to keep the track in condition where the riders could get around there. And in the end of the day, Pirates took a 3-point win, but good meeting from both sides and a good way to feel a way into the season.
Oh, it certainly was, you know, because don't forget, it was our first meeting for everyone, even the Poole Pirates. You know, some of the boys haven't been on a bike all winter. So, you know, so we were just happy to put the meeting on, got it out of the way, and I think it was a, you know, fair score at the end of it, sort of thing. It left us a little bit of room to see what we can do today. And, you know, it's, yeah, the weather was not on our side all day, but luckily it blew over. But, you know, we've done the best out of the situation, and we're looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, and there's nothing in it really. The 3 points could swing back either way tonight, and it's because really the Cheetahs have done a little bit of a change around in their lineup for this year and gone with 3 heavy hitters at the top of the order and some inexperienced down below, but trying to get those inexperienced guys going and the top boys backing them up. A deliberate philosophy from the Cheetahs management, obviously, to go the Poole way, if you like, from the success they've had in previous seasons.
I was just going to say that, you know, it's when you sort of look for the history of successful clubs, Poole is obviously one of them, you know, and, you know, that you always had sort of 3 top hitters, because, I mean, where we lost out last year, a lot was in Heat 13 and Heat 15, you know, because we run quite a few teams pretty close, and we sort of lacked a little bit on that. So this time I've got 3 riders who's going to hang around me, you know, who hopefully, you know, I'm going to have to make a choice who I'm going to pick for Heat 15. So, you know, it's saying about the young ones, you know, they're all established riders as well. So apart from Luke, Henry's been around for a little while. We just need to give them a chance, because at the end of the day, the way I look at it, if we don't give them a chance at reserve within 5 years, we probably won't have any riders left. So that's why we've got the philosophy of, you know, we've gone a little bit stronger all the way through. But don't forget, you know, we got Cameron Heeps back. Cameron done a fabulous job for us on Wednesday. He's in a complete different frame of mind, so compared to last year. So hopefully, you know, he'll be knocking on the other 3's doors. And Jordan, we all know what Jordan is capable of. So I think overall we got a good balance, and we will see.
And what you've done, of course, is you've built for the future as well, because not only have you got the Cheetahs, but you've got the Chargers in the National League, giving some of the riders there an opportunity for more track time and the development of their own skills.
That's the whole reason, you know. I mean, we could have gone out and got another rider from here who's been around for a few years and fits the average. But how long do you do that? You know, that's my attitude towards it. So with us having the Cheetahs and the Chargers, it gives the young Chargers a bit of an opportunity to knock on the other three, which we already got in there, in Jordan, Henry and Luke. You know, give them an opportunity to show what they can do, and hopefully within the next year or two, you know, we can filter those through, sort of thing. So we're trying to grow within and do the best, what should be the best for British Speedway, without having to go anywhere else to go shopping.
And can we just briefly mention this BSN tournament that's kicking the year off? I think all the teams in it are going to welcome it, because it's a chance to blow away the cobwebs and then move on to league action in a month's time or so, and really hit the ground running in those league fixtures.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, it's a little bit of pressure already, because obviously anything you give a name to, people want to win it. But what we mustn't forget, this is early part of the season. Some of the riders haven't even sort of been on the tapes yet. And so they're a little bit rusty still. So I would like to see maybe a couple of challenge matches beforehand and then go into something like this, because we still want to win it, sort of thing. Even if it's a warm-up for the league, I still think, you know, the more trophies you can get, the better it is. You know that here down in Poole. So, and we're just as ambitious. So maybe next year, you know, if the weather allows us, and maybe changing things around a bit, when we do these sort of things, maybe have a couple of challenge matches before. It gives everybody a bit of time to warm up, not just the Australians who've been riding all winter, and go from there.
Well, it's a beautiful day down here in Poole today. Weather's set absolutely fair for a super evening of Speedway. The Pirates and the Cheetahs going head-to-head for some BSN league points. Good luck to your side tonight. Let's hope we have a cracking meeting.
Thank you very much.
Well, having had a word with our friends over on the Oxford side of the pits, it's time to interview one of the Poole Pirates for 2023, and that's one of the new additions, Anders Rowe. Anders, welcome to Poole, and you're not really a stranger to Poole Stadium, because as a little lad you used to ride around here as a mascot.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's awesome, you know. I've grown up here as a kid, and to be fair, I've not ridden the track very much. I've only done a couple of bits as a mascot and stuff, and I've only come here, I've guested a couple of times and come in as a way rider. So I'm really looking forward to it. I love the shape of it, and it's a nice place to be.
And last year you came to a sort of a sudden end really at Leicester. Things didn't quite work out for you there. You then moved across and got some more outings towards the end of the season. But at one stage during the winter it was looking as if there would be no ride for you. But the unfortunate injury to Jack Thomas opened a door here at Poole, and no doubt you jumped straight into it.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't too worried when I didn't get a phone call in the winter. I finished the season with Scunthorpe after being in Poland all the summer. Finished really well for racing for Scunthorpe, and you know, I knew that I put my average quite high, and knew that it was like struggle to get in a team with that average. So I wasn't really too worried, to be honest. I knew something would come up, and I had Poland anyway. I'm racing second league in Poland for Rzeszów, so and I'm flying over there. So I wasn't too worried about it anyway. I knew I'd go over there and do my stuff. Before you know it, I'll have something over here. Yeah,
certainly the case. Let's just have a think back 48 hours to the Pirates win at Oxford, and just give us the rider synopsis on how you saw that one.
Yeah, you know, I've never been there before, so it was, even though it's really close to where I live, I'd never raced there or anything. So it was definitely different. It was more technical than I thought it was going to be, track, and it took me a race to find the setup, and then I got a second, and then it started raining. It made it a bit tricky, and I got a 2/3. So you know, it's definitely a different track, and one that I know that I've got to set up for next time I go. So it's all learning, and you know, it was good. It was really hard, really slick track. So I sometimes them sort of tracks where I'm so light, I sort of struggle on them. So and the heavier boys sort of gain a bit. So you know, like today, it's got a nice bit on it, and its starts are ripped up, and I can get out of. I'm really good off a grippy start. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, certainly. You're going to have the number 2 jacket on for a few weeks yet to come, and that's not an easy position to race out of. When you've got Heat 1 and you've got the opposition number 1 as well on the first race, it must sort of take you a second just to dial in to think, what am I going to do here?
Not really. Every number's hard. Like if you're a reserve or anything, it's you come against the same riders, and you race all the same riders. So you know, take it each race that comes and just have some fun, really, and just when you do best when you're having fun, and you win it, like you win races when you're having fun. It's simple as that. So yeah, it is what it is. Number 2, and I don't want to go back down. I know I can hold my own. I used to hold it when I used to race with Somerset. I went from reserve to number 2, and I was pushing for heat leader at one point. So that's what I want to do. And the biggest thing is to have some fun and make some starts, and away we go.
Well, if that's the attitude, the Poole fans are going to love it. Have a bit of fun, score lots of points, and you'll be well on side with everybody here at Wimborne Road.
Exactly.
Wish you a very, very successful evening on the first outing for the Pirates in 2023. Here's to a Pirates win and the aggregate bonus point to tidy it up very nicely against the Cheetahs.
Thank you.
Right, so here we go with the team lineups for tonight's meeting. We'll start with the Oxford Cheetahs. At number 1, Sam Masters. Surprise switch from Edinburgh to Oxford for 2023. At number 2 is Cameron Heeps. Retained from the team from 2022, the management will be looking for him to up his average that he currently sits on at 4.33. At number 3, Lewis Kerr. Moved from Redcar to Oxford for the 2023 season. He was the pairs champion last year in the championship, and he'll be looking for more of that action tonight. At number 4, Jordan Jenkins. Poole fans will remember this young Brit was in the final with Redcar last year at 2022. At number 5, Scott Nicholls. Nothing we can say about him. He's in the twilight years of a glittering speedway career and always goes well back here at Poole. At number 6, Henry Atkins. More familiar to the Plymouth Gladiator colours to the Pirates fans, but the Exeter-born racer will be looking to go well here tonight, close to his home. And at number 7, Luke Killeen. A young Aussie racer. He's in his first championship season with Oxford in 2023. And their manager is the good old Peter Schroeck. So we move over to the Poole Pirates side. At number 1, Steve Worrall captains the Pirates for 2023 and takes the number 1 race jacket. At number 2 is Anders Rowe. Born in Weymouth, the former Pirate mascot signs for his club that he supported since a child. At number 3, Ben Cook. Steps up to number 3, heat leader spot for Pirates in 2023. He also have a season in the Premiership with Peterborough. At number 4 is Zach Cook. Back with the Pirates for 2023 will partner brother Ben in the middle order of the Poole team. He, like Ben, also has his first season in the Premiership with Wolves. At number 5 is Richard Lawson, the signing of the season for Poole in 2022. The Pirate asset returns for 2023. At number 6, sorry. That shows how live we are, folks. Carl Newman returns to the Pirates for 2023. The hometown boy back at his hometown club, and what he had away at Oxford on Wednesday. And at number 7, Adam Roynon. Career riddled with injury, hoping with more luck being with the Pirates for 2023. And the team manager is Neil Middleditch.
We're on the live stream and hopefully broadcasting to all your fans and family up in the Oxford area now. Moved down from Edinburgh in Championship to Oxford. How did that one come about?
Yeah, I've got 2 kids now, and I was doing a lot of travelling up to Edinburgh, and I did enjoy it a lot, but it took its toll a little bit, and I was doing a lot of them trips by myself because I had mechanics already up there and whatever, but I've known Jamie and Pete for a long time, and they were very professional in how they did it and how they went about it all, and they were really, it was good to deal with, and I'm going to miss my time at Edinburgh, but a new chapter now, and looking forward to it.
And of course you've got Wolverhampton to keep you going in the Premiership, and then I believe you're off to Poland over the weekend for more meets out there, so a very busy diary for you.
Yeah, very busy diary. I've probably chose the wrong job if I want to be home a lot, but no, I enjoy myself at Wolves, obviously. Been there for a long time, and I'm out in Poland for Gniezno. Starts next weekend, so busy.
Didn't quite start the way you wanted to on Wednesday night at Cowley there, just a 3-point defeat, but nothing totally lost yet because you've got 3 big boys who can go well around this track, and you, of course, as the Championship Riders champion, having won the title here at the track last year, you must be looking forward to it.
I actually started quite good the other night. Ended bad, but I do enjoy pretty much all the tracks. Every day's a new day, and anything can happen. But I'll be going for it today, and it'd be nice to get the win overall with Oxford. I know they want to do it.
I'm sure you do. Have a great night. a man doing gymnastics here. I'll just tap him on the shoulder. Richard, can I just quickly interrupt you? Thanks for your time and welcome back to Poole. Last year was good, and this year could be even better.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good start on Wednesday there. Was it whatever day it was? I'm getting a bit lost now. So obviously our first home match tonight, and see how that goes. I think it'll be a tough one. They got some guys that ride this track really well, so yeah, we'll see.
Had much chance to practice over the winter or start of the season, or going in fairly cold?
Yeah, pretty cold to be fair. I hadn't even practiced for Oxford on Wednesday, so but I rode last night at Ipswich, and so we've done a few starts now. I'm feeling a lot better, and bikes are all bedded in, so yeah.
Trip to Poland at the weekend as well, perhaps?
No, I don't think that's coming off now, unfortunately. Few things their end, and yeah, the good old Polish clubs are a bit difficult to work with, so I don't foresee me ending up over there anytime soon.
I know at early part of the winter there was talk of 2 homes and 2 away meetings, and that would have fitted into the calendar quite nicely, I think, for yourself, running a course in the Premiership with the Leicester Lions this year, but perhaps a few gaps now and looking for opportunities to fill those. Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. There's still quite a fair few fixtures to be had. I'm always good for a guest booking here and there, so I like to be busy, so if we're 2-3 times a week, that'll keep me good.
And finished the extension on the house yet?
Extension's finished. If you ask my wife, then she might say slightly different, but I'll be working all weekend. I promised her she'll have her furniture in this weekend, so
you'll get an Easter egg on Sunday. Thanks for your time, Richard. Go well tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
So here we are, back with live pictures here from Wimborne Road. Coming out on parade to watch New Pussycat for the Cheetahs. We hand you over now to Nigel Leahy, our stadium presenter.
And they've got a very powerful heat leader trio. They'll be wanting their top 5 to perform this evening. Pirates taking victory, of course, on Wednesday night by a mere 3 points. Went to the wire with just a couple of points between the Pirates and the Cheetahs during the evening. Let's meet them then. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of warm welcome again, the Oxford Monarch Cheetahs! At number 7, he's a 17-year-old from Perth, Australia, riding on a British licence. He moves up to full championship action this year after debuting in the National Development League. It is Luke Killeen. Number 6, he's joined the Midlanders mid-season last term. He remains there this year for both the Cheetahs and the Chargers, Henry Atkins. Number 5, no stranger to Wimborne Road, topped Oxford's averages in 2022. He showed his class on Wednesday with a full 15-point maximum against the Pirates. Their skipper, Scott Nicholls. Number 4, moving to Kerr from Redcar, also coming up from the Chargers, he's a more experienced 21-year-old, Jordan Jenkins. Number 3, another Redcar member making the switch south. He's had an excellent result here for the Bears last August, Louis Kerr. Number 2, the other surviving member of last year's squad, moves into the top 5 this year. He showed well on Wednesday, Cameron Heeps. And at number 1, he topped the league averages last year. He arrives at Cowley from Edinburgh for 2023, celebrated his testimonial just a short while ago at Wolverhampton, Sam Masters. Riding at number 7 in 2023, joining the Pirates this term. He's done a fair bit of talking on the telly, of course. He's now ready to do his talking on the track for the Pirates, Adam Roynon. Number 6, he was the star of that first leg encounter on Wednesday. A huge paid 14 to celebrate being back on home sail, Carl Newman. Number 5, delighted to return for his second season in Dorset. it after wowing us last year. Ultra reliable Richard Lawson. Number 4, his performances at the end of the year were nothing short of sensational. A huge lift towards the Pirates' triumph is Zach Cook. And at 3, his brother, his remarkable progress after just 2 years sees him rise to a heat leader. He's ready for it. He showed us on Wednesday. Ben Cook. And number 2, we saw him here every week as a mascot a few years ago. He's now a fully fledged Pirate. He's grabbing headlines here and abroad. Anders Rowe. And spare a thought for this man at number 1. A week ago, his testimonial was washed out. What did he do? He came down here, got together with all the food that they've amassed, and took it to a homeless charity, ladies and gentlemen. Our captain at number 1, Steve Worrall. All right, the 2 captains, Scott Nicholls for the Cheetahs, Steve Worrall for the Pirates. Morris is going to spin the coin for the first time this year. Heads it is. And Scott is choosing to go for heat 15. Steve is choosing 1 and 3 for the Pirates.
It's Heat 1, sponsored by KD Wardrobes. In Gate 1 in blue for the Pirates, we have Anders Rowe. In Gate 2 in yellow, we have Cameron Heeps for the Oxford Cheetahs. In Gate 3 in red, we have Stevie Worrall, Poole captain and number 1. And in Gate 4, the Danger Man is Sam Masters in white for the Oxford Cheetahs. Here we go, it's Heat 1 here at Wimborne Road after a long winter. And away they go, and it looks like Masters has got a good one from the outside, and he gets over the top of Worrall. Worrall gives him a little push, but Anders Rowe's come into 3rd place. Cameron Heeps is at the back, but Masters will now probably stay tight. Worrall has the knowledge that he knows he can go a little wider because he has Anders Rowe behind him. Worrall looks a quicker man here. All the action's at the front. Just took a little wider. He had to put the brakes on last lap going into 3, but it's pretty processional. But Worrall looks quick going down that back straight. He's trying a different line, trying to find some moves. Anders Rowe's got him covered on the inside as we go into the last lap. You can see there Worrall's quicker out of turn 2, but he hasn't quite got enough to get by Masters. So it's white, red, blue and yellow. White, red, blue and yellow. It was a great start there from Sam Masters. And we saw him line up to the left-hand side of that start box, that he was not having the distance to travel to get to that first corner first. Smart move from Masters. Here we go. Here's our heat result. It is a win for Sam Masters in white. He takes 3 points for the Cheetahs. 2nd for Steve Worrall in red for the Pirates. 3rd was Anders Rowe. He picks up a point for the Pirates. And in 4th was Cameron Heeps. As a heat score was 3 apiece, and the match score is 3 apiece as we head in to Heat 2. Here comes our riders up to tapes. We're just waiting for Luke Killeen, but here we go on the inside then. In white for the Oxford Cheetahs is Henry Atkins. In Gate 2 in red for the Pirates, Carl Newman. The hometown boy comes home. In Gate 3 in yellow we have Luke Killeen, the young Aussie. And in Gate 4 we have Adam Roynon in blue for the Pirates.
His partner in the yellow on the colour from Gate 3, Luke Killeen.
Carl Newman comes home, the local lad. All brand new equipment for 2023 as Newman We're waiting for Roynon to come in now. The start marshal's ready, the tapes are up and away we go, and it's a super start from Roynon on the outside. Henry Atkins got his elbows out and had a little shove with Atkins, but it's the two Pirates lads out front. Luke Killeen slid off in turn 2. But it's the Pirates lads 1 and 2. A good look over the shoulder there from Roynon to see his partner is there. So he knows he's got help behind him. Started to drop Atkins off. The Poole lads right out front, pulling a few bike lengths on Atkins. This is what the management brought these two in to do, and they're doing exactly as they thought. A more experienced reserve pairing is working so far in the first heat of the season. As they come over the line, it's blue, red, white. Blue, red and white as they come over the line. First win for Adam Roynon in Pirates colours. And the first 5-1 of many this season, we hope, from the reserve pairing. Our Heat 2 winner there, Adam Roynon. So there we go. Heat 2 over, and here's our Heat 2 confirmation of the result. It's a win for Adam Roynon in blue for the Pirates, and he was backed up by his partner in red, Carl Newman. In third in white was, yes, Henry Atkins, and in yellow was Luke Killeen, who failed to finish. 5-1 Heat score to the Poole Pirates, taking the match score after Heat 2, 8 to the Pirates, 4 to the Oxford Cheetahs. Is Zach Cook. In white, in gate 2 is Lewis Kerr. We know he fights for a win. In gate 3, in red, Ben Cook, Zach's big brother. And in gate 4 is Jordan Jenkins in yellow for the Oxford Cheetahs. First saw Zach here at the end of a season where Plymouth had finished, and he came in and did some guest rides in 2021, and Zach has never left. Ben was already here, and now they find themselves in the mid-order, this Pirates team. Louis Kerr is one of the lanes to watch in this race, in white for the Cheetahs. Away we go. And Kerr is leaning all over Zach Cook, but Ben Cook is going around the outside. We are 3 abreast past the pit turn, and it's the Cook brothers. Are they going to hold that there? 1 and 2. Marvellous move there from Zach Cook to just ease Louis Kerr out there in white. And now they've got to go, because Kerr's now getting second wind and he is catching Zach Cook. Ben is out front. He's just had a little look over his shoulder to see what brother's doing, and he looks there good, but Lewis Kerr is going in hard. Oh, he's now got a problem. Lewis Kerr has packed up here in Heat 3. So the Cook brothers now have stolen a big march. There's a big gap now back to Jordan Jenkins in third, and it's another 5-1 Heat win. It's red, blue, yellow as they go over the line, and a 5-1 maximum Heat score to the Pirates, thanks to the Cook brothers, as they come round to take the plaudits they fully deserve from the Poole faithful. Here's a confirmation of your Heat result. It's Ben Cook. He wins it in red for the Pirates. In second, in blue, was Zach Cook. In third was Jordan Jenkins in yellow, and in fourth, who failed to finish, was Lewis Kerr. So here we go with our rider lineups. Adam Roynon is on his way to tapes. He's in blue. Winner of his first heat out. In gate 2, in yellow, for the Oxford Cheetahs is Luke Killeen. In gate 3 in red is Richard Lawson. First time we see him tonight for the Pirates. And in gate 4 in white is Scott Nicholls. There is just not enough superlative to explain for this man's magical career. And he's still as hungry for it as ever. He's probably one of the busiest men in Speedway at the minute, having taken on a Wolverhampton ride as well for a month for the injured Luke Becker. So I'll start Marshall calling the riders to tapes. Roynon the last one in. Nicholls starting on a slight angle there in gate 4. I'll start Marshall's ready, the tapes are up and away we go. And an absolute flyer from Roynon on the inside. Lawson has got Nicholls covered. Roynon's trying to come up the inside and stop the run of Scott Nicholls, but Nicholls was having none of it. Eased his way through. Nicholls looks quick. Both chasing the dirt out there on the pit bend on bend 2. Killeen is at the back in yellow. Roynon is not being dropped here from Scott Nicholls. He seems to have a nice setup this evening, Roynon. But it's Lawson out front being chased by Scott Nicholls. As he heads into lap 3, Nicholls is getting closer. Bit of smoke there coming from Lawson's bike. I'm not really sure why. Could be a bit of tyre spin. But as we come into, it's 2 races in 1 now. Roynon's dropped back into the clutches of Killeen. But it looks like it's going to be Lawson with his first race win of the season at home. Red, white, blue and yellow. Red, white, blue and yellow as they come over the line. It's a 4-2 heat score in the favour of the Pirates. Oh, the worst wheelie I've ever seen there from Richard Lawson. Got it up there, but then it didn't continue. And here's our Heat 4, confirmation of our Heat 4 result. It's a 4-2 heat win for the Poole Pirates, and it's a win for Richard Lawson in red. In second, in white, was Scott Nicholls for the Cheetahs, and he was hard charging. In third, important point from Adam Roynon in blue for the Pirates, and in fourth, Luke Killeen in yellow for the Cheetahs. So your match score after Heat 4 is 17 to the Pirates and 7 to the Cheetahs. So we're heading over to our roving reporter in the pits, and that's Rob Dyer.
Well, we'll start. Heat number 2, whip out the gate and 3 points in the bag. And heat number 4, good start again off the inside, going well.
Yeah, it's always easier when you make a start, isn't it? It's the start's really good today. These are the sort of starts I prefer. And I've just felt lucky, really. And all you got to do is give it loads of revs from the start, and it pulls the bike away nicely. I just had a little look over, see Kyle was there, no dramas after that, just take it home. I'll be honest, I'm absolutely knackered after that one, doing 5 laps. Yeah. Because I shut off after 4, because you automatically think, oh, I've done 4. Yeah. And then they all kept going. I thought, have I miscounted? So then you do an extra one, and yeah, the extra one does take it out of you, especially when you're ready for the downtimes, for the head back to the bits. But no, great start for the Pirates, commanding lead already. So yeah, we'll just kick on from here.
And how you find the track conditions out there? It looks good.
Absolutely superb. That's the best I've ever rode it, ever. I've rode it for, I think it's only like my 5th time here. Ever, not as a rider, but yeah, the track is absolutely superb. Terry's done an amazing job over the winter months. It's very smooth. It's going to create some dirt line when I find where my balls are. I'll probably head out there and chase a bit of dirt. But like when Scotty and Rich, they've just like class action. Like Scotty's rode a hell of a lot this season, and it's only my 3rd meeting, so I'm playing catch up a little bit. But no, good way to start for the win, and yeah, keep it going.
When you're tucked in behind the guys in front, are you watching their line, or are you thinking more about your own line, protect your own position, be the right place on the track?
So, for example, like when I was behind Scotty and Richard, I know my level now. Like this time of the season, I ain't going to chase, I ain't going to challenge them. So I just settle to stop the guy behind coming past me. I had a little look back and see where Luke was. I seen that they were on the wide outside line, so I know that someone isn't going to go behind me because they'd be getting the roost from the guys in front. So yeah, just a case of riding to defend your position in races like that for myself. Other races I'm behind, like in Heat 8, I don't know where I'm going to be. Hopefully it's in the front, but I'll be chasing wide lines and doing what them guys did. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm happy so far.
Yeah, great, Scott. Great crowd, all cheering on. Absolutely fantastic. 2 minutes is on for the next one, so we better cut back to comms. Thanks for your time, Adam. Keep it going. Thank you.
And in gate 1, we have Cameron Heeps for the Oxford Cheetahs. In gate 2, we have Ben Cook for the Pirates. He won first time out. In gate 3, the Danger Man and the Oxford's number 1 in white is Sam Masters. And on the outside in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. By our start marshal, Rob 5 lap Wadham. Our start marshal's happy, the tapes are up and away we go. Masters is absolutely hanging on to that thing as it grips all the way to the first lap. Zach Cook is going underneath him, but he didn't quite have the speed to go in to turn 3. He's now having another little go on the inside. It's Ben Cook in 3rd, and it's Cameron Heeps having a good go at the back. But it's Masters out front, and he is masterful, you have to say that. His bike pulled all the way to the first turn. He was just hovering that front wheel off the floor. It's perfect as you could get, but the action's now at the back. Ben Cook's got problems here with Cameron Heeps trying to get on terms with him. And he looks a little bit quicker than Ben if you ask me, but he's made a mess there down in turn 2, but it's still Masters out in front. He's oblivious to all that's going on behind him. And it's white, blue, red, yellow as they come over the line. White, blue, red and yellow. It's a 3-all heat score. Here's our result of heat 5. It's a drawn heat score there, 3-3. And here's how it happened. It was a win in white for Sam Masters. He picks up the 3 points for the Oxford Cheetahs. In second is Zach Cook. He picks up a couple for the Pirates. An important 3rd place there for Ben Cook in red. He picks up a point, and Cameron Heeps, he was all charging and all trying at the back. But that takes our match score after heat 5 to 20 to the Pirates, 10 to the Cheetahs.
Heading in towards heat number 6 next, been sponsored by
So here's our gate stats. You can see the wins from gates 3 and 4, which is unusual here. It's usually 1 and 2, so will 1 and 2 come better at the end of the meeting? Here we go. Here's our heat 6, sponsored by MB Wilkes. On the inside in red is Steve Worrall for the Pirates. In gate 2, in white is Scott Nicholls for the Cheetahs. In gate 3 in blue is Anders Rowe for the Pirates. And in gate 4 is winner of our last heat, unbeaten tonight, in yellow, tactical substitute Sam Masters. Our riders are ready. Colin, our start marshal, is ready. Tapes go up, and it's a good start by the Oxford boys. Worrall gets penned down on the inside, and it's Nicholls and Masters away at the front. Anders Rowe taking chase. It's Worrall at the back, got really pinned down on the inside. Anders Rowe looks quick. He's staying with them. The Oxford Cheetahs now have moved out into the dirt as the dirt line moves up after 5 heats. Anders Rowe's not getting dropped here. He's still there, going at it. Slight mistake out front from Masters. It's getting there and there's getting past. There's two different things. And he's going to run out of time. Masters has a big lift there and nearly loses it. It's yellow, white, blue and red as they come over the line. Yellow, white, blue and red. It's a 5-1 heat advantage to the Cheetahs, reducing the deficit, which is exactly what manager Schroeck was trying to do with his tactical substitute. Is a win for Sam Masters in yellow. In second in white, he was backed up by his partner from the Oxford Cheetahs, it's Scott Nicholls. Third in blue was Anders Rowe, and fourth was Steve Worrall. So it was a 5-1 heat score in the favour of the Oxford Cheetahs, taking the match score after 6 to 21 to the Pirates, 15 to the Cheetahs. Off of gate 1 is Lewis Kerr for the Cheetahs in white. In gate 2 is Richard Lawson in red. He's only been out once and he won that race. In gate 3 in yellow for the Cheetahs is Jordan Jenkins. And on the outside is Kyle Newman in blue for the Pirates in gate 4.
Kyle Newman. Gate number 1 goes to the rider in white. He tipped out with motor trouble.
So the riders are all ready to go. It's a good start from Newman on the outside and a good start from Lawson on the inside. Lawson looks over his shoulder and now starts to protect Newman, but Newman's gone out front. Louis Kerr's coming hard and cut Jordan Jenkins off there. Jenkins had a good run round the outside and he seems to be scuppered by his own teammate. Now Louis Kerr is riding hard into turn 3, trying to make inroads on the Poole Pirates out front. Lawson nursing Newman through this one, but Louis Kerr is catching them bike length after bike length. Lawson has a little look over his shoulder there to check what's going on behind. And you can see Kerr is catching. Lawson's doing all he can to see Newman home. Look, Kerr is big, Haywood and handsome. Lawson's nursed home Newman. It's blue, red, white and yellow as they come over the line. Blue, red, white and yellow. And just as I said, a 5-1 needs to be backed up, and unfortunately this time it wasn't. It wasn't, and it was a 5-1 to the Pirates. They were back at you. That's the way to deal with a tax sub. Go back and have a 5-1 of your own, a maximum heat score for Kyle Newman and Richard Lawson. Confirmation of our heat score in heat 7, heat results, sorry, to heat 7. Kyle Newman wins it in blue for the Pirates. In second is Richard Lawson in red. So a 5-1 heat win. In third was Louis Kerr there in white. He was catching him in another lap. We could have been trouble, but it wasn't to be. And in fourth was Jordan Jenkins in white for the Cheetahs. So after heat 7, the match score is back to 10-point advantage to the Pirates. It's 26 to the Pirates and 16 to the Cheetahs. We're heading over to the pits and our roving reporter, Rob Dyer.
Sorry if I'm butting. Sorry, Zach. Richard, another good ride. You two good openers. Pirates on course for a win tonight.
Yes, so far we're looking good. Nice to immediately bounce back with a 5-1 and, you know, you don't want them getting too close at any point. So, yeah, so far so good. Still a lot of races to go.
Sweet start there from heat number 2, gate number 2.
Yeah, I didn't initially make a really good drop. Louis made a good drop, but we pulled to the first corner good, and then I knew Louis was going to be the danger man, so kind of pinned him to the inside, and then just kind of shepherded Kyle a bit. And
you look over your shoulder and you knew he was there, and that was the way home, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, like Kyle had plenty of speed, so that was good, and I always felt pretty comfortable.
And track conditions out there tonight, we spoke to Adam earlier on, he said excellent. Your opinion?
Yeah, really good. He's made a good job with the starts, and it's like a billiard table, to be fair. It's really good.
Well, carry it on. There's some tough rides for you to come, I know, later on, but I know you'll be giving it your all.
Yep, looking forward to it.
Thanks, Richard.
So heat 8, here we have on the inside Luke Killeen. He's yet to trouble the scorers. He's in yellow for Oxford. In gate 2 in blue is Adam Roynon. He's given the scorers plenty of problems with his 4 points from 2 rides. In gate 3 is Cameron Heeps for the Cheetahs in white. He's yet to score. And in gate 4, Anders Rowe in red for the Pirates. Looking at the scores on the doors, you would call this as a 5-1 to Poole, with the Cheetahs riders having failed to score, but this is Speedway and nothing happens straightforward, and the tapes go up and away we go. And it's Rowe from the outside in red, and coming up the inside is Roynon. Heeps trying to go around the outside of Roynon. Roynon trying to hold it tight on the inside. He just holds on, leaves racing room for Heeps. Roynon now sweeps out a little bit, but has Heeps done enough to get round the outside? No, Roynon's back up the inside. This is Super Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Roynon's lifted, but it means that he's come across. He's managed to hold on to it. Gives it another handful as he goes into turn 1. Super stuff from Adam Roynon there. Anders Rowe oblivious to all that's going on behind him. He's out front as we head into our 3rd and final lap. It's all about Roynon, and can he hold on here? Cameron Heeps is all over him like a rash. But it looks like red, blue, white and yellow as they go over the line. Red, blue, white and yellow as they go over the line. It's a big win for Anders Rowe. It's another 5-1 for the Pirates. Their 4th of the evening. Anders Rowe, born in Weymouth, supported the club as a kid, was the mascot here at Pirates for a time. He goes and gets his first win of the season here. He'll be delighted with that. Love that. Here's the confirmation of the Heat 8 result. It's a 5-1 heat advantage to the Pirates in the way of Anders Rowe winning in red for the Pirates. In blue in second was Adam Roynon. In third was Cameron Heeps. He picked up the point. And in 4th was Luke Killeen. So our Heat 8 was a 5-1, and it's 31 now to the Pirates and 17 to the Cheetahs as our running score for the meeting. Here is our Heat 9 lineup, sponsored by Bell's Decor. On the inside in white for the Cheetahs is Scott Nicholls. In gate 2 in blue for the Pirates is Zach Cook. In gate 3 in white for the Cheetahs is Henry Atkins. And in gate 4 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. He likes a good run round the outside, does Ben Cook. All will be revealed in a few moments' time. Nicholls the last one in to tapes in white on the inside for the Cheetahs. The tapes are up and away we go. Zach Cook has got his trapping gloves on and he's got away from Nicholls, and coming round the outside his brother on the back wheel. They're both on the back wheel. It's the Cook boys out front, and boy oh boy will they have to team ride now and watch for each other, because Nicholls will do all he can to break this duo up, and he's doing a grand job at the moment. Oh my word, Zach Cook keeps lifting there, leaving the turns. But Nicholls has finally got round him, taking him half a lap to get on the Stampers authority on the race. But Ben Cook is cleared off out front in red for the Pirates. As he comes into the third lap, he won't be headed unless for mechanical failure. Nicholls is trying to drift out there into that dirt, but it's too little too late from the Oxford's Cheetah man in white. It's a win for Ben Cook. It's red, white, blue and yellow as they come over the line. Red, white, blue and yellow. It's a 4-2 heat score to the Pirates, who extend their lead in the meeting. What a ride there from Ben Cook. Once again, the Poole management stepped him up to number 3 and they asked him to be a heat leader. And boy oh boy has he proven it. He looks in great form. The bike was being a little bit fiery to him in those first couple of laps and kept lifted on him. Here's our Heat 9 confirmation of the result. It's Ben Cook, he wins it in red for the Pirates. In second was Scott Nicholls, in white for the Cheetahs. In third in blue was Zach Cook for the Pirates, and in fourth was Henry Atkins for the Cheetahs. So the match score after Heat 9 is 35 to the Pirates and 19 to the Cheetahs. So here's our runners and riders for Heat 10. In gate 1 is Jordan Jenkins in yellow for the Oxford Cheetahs. In gate 2 is Anders Rowe in blue for the Pirates. He's having a great night. In gate 3 is Lewis Kerr in white for the Cheetahs. He'll be disappointed with his night's work. And in gate 3 is Stevie Worrall on 2 points in red. Anders Rowe first into tapes. Well, he will be at a heat win in his last heat, in heat 8. Here we go. The start marshals are ready. The tapes are up and away we go. And it's a really good start on the inside for Jordan Jenkins. Worrall coming right round the outside in red, but also being followed by Lewis Kerr. So it's Anders Rowe is at the back, but it's Worrall finding some speed, finding some grip out front. Anders Rowe now taking chase to the 2 Cheetahs, trying to part them. But Louis Kerr is absolutely flying around the outside. He really is close to the fence. Little lift there. It's Jordan Jenkins back in third in yellow, and it's Anders Rowe at the back, but by no means is he out of it. He's trying all he knows in his first meeting here at Poole 2023 to get by Jenkins, and he is making Jenkins look over his shoulder. Worrall is absolutely oblivious to all what's going on behind him. He's away at the front. Got to run on Lewis Kerr. Lewis Kerr looks quick, but he just, as they come over the line, it's a win in red, white, yellow and blue as they come over the line. Red, white, yellow and blue. It's a 3-all heat score. It's the result of heat 10. Steve Worrall, the Pirates number 1, comes round. He's had an indifferent night this evening, but that will start to settle him. His first heat win at Wimborne Road for 2023. The winner is Steve Worrall in red for the Pirates. He picks up 3 points. In second, looked pretty quick, was Lewis Kerr in white for the Oxford Cheetahs. In third, Jordan Jenkins made a fantastic start in yellow. He picks up a point. And at the back was Anders Rowe, who got a little bit squeezed at the start and found it difficult going and finished fourth in blue for the Pirates. The match score after heat 10 is 38 to the Pirates and 22 to the Cheetahs. In gate 1 is Richard Lawson. He's had a good night so far. In gate 2 in white is Sam Masters. He's had a very good night so far. 3 wins from 3 rides for the Cheetahs. In gate 3 in blue is Carl Newman. He's on 5+1 this evening. And in gate 4 is Cameron Heeps in yellow for the Cheetahs. Obviously Stan Masters and unbeaten is the danger man here, but we know Richard Lawson likes to spoil the party if he can. Takes her up and away we go, and it's Masters again, gets there half a bike length in front of Lawson. Lawson goes round the inside, finds some grip from nowhere. Masters is coming back at him, gives Lawson a bit of a shove there. Both riders are out there. Newman coming up the inside as the Cheetahs have found themselves in 1 and 2. Lawson now going around the outside of Heeps. He restores it back. It was an action-packed first lap there. Newman now at the back trying to get round Heeps, taking a wider line. Lawson having another look up the inside of Masters, but Masters seems to have it all under control now as we come into last lap, and it's Lawson now drifting wide to see if he can catch up, but a big lift there, and that's let Masters get away. So it's Sam Masters out front for the Oxford Cheetahs, and it's white, red, yellow and blue as they go over the line. White, red, yellow and blue. It's another heat win for Sam Masters. It's a 4-2 heat advantage, a rare heat advantage for the Cheetahs this evening. All down to that man who's on 4 wins out of 4 this evening. Sam Masters wins it for the Cheetahs in white. In second in red for the Pirates was Richard Lawson. He picks up a couple of points. In third was Cameron Heeps. He was third in yellow for the Cheetahs, and at the back was Kyle Newman, but not for the lack of trying, in blue for the Pirates. So the match score after Heat 11 is 40 to the Pirates and 26 to the Cheetahs. So here we have the gate stats. Looks like gate 4 is absolutely trouncing it this evening with 7 wins from our 11 heats from gate 4. Very unusual tracks that. That's usually a graveyard at most tracks, and sometimes he's here at Poole, but 64% of heats won from gate 4, and unusual. And here we go with the team scores so far. Oxford Cheetahs side, where you can see where all the damage is being done there. Sam Masters 12 points from 4 rides, and Scott Nicholls 6 points from 3. But as you can look down the Pirates side, the way that the side has been built, it's been built so that we're picking up points in all parts of the team, and manager Middleditch will be absolutely pleased with the way that score chart's are.
Ben, we're live on the Pirates TV, and a good meeting for you so far this evening. You must be pleased.
Yeah, it's going good. First one at home, and good crowd. Track's really good, and yeah, feeling good.
It was a good win up at Oxford the other night. You got a win in your first outing on that Cowley track. Difficult conditions, though, really. It
was, yeah. Obviously, they were expecting some rain, so the track was quite dry and slick in the first 2, and then it started raining, and it was like an ice. Oh, really, really slippery. So, yeah, it was good to get the first meeting out of the way, and we got a win, so you can't complain with that.
And when the rain came down up there, did that affect the gates at all?
Yeah, it did. I mean, obviously gate 4 was the graveyard in the end, and then the inside gates were kind of alright. So, yeah, it wasn't too much passing in the end because the track was quite icy, but yeah, we done enough.
And of course, this year doing some meetings for Peterborough in the Premiership. You've had one up there, I know. More to come soon? Yeah,
Monday back there. So, yeah, it's a bit tougher there. You know, you don't really get an easy race, so but that's all part of it. So, plenty to learn, and yeah, hopefully banging some good scores too. And
Nicky Pedersen as a teammate, that must be an inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. Grown up my career and younger, you know, watching Nicky and doing what he does. So, yeah, it was pretty cool to have him on your team. But, yeah, hopefully, yeah, it all works out well.
Well, you're going well tonight. Keep it sweet for the next one. Have a good night. And as a very quick word,
Thank you.
and your ride's finished for tonight, but you got your first Pirate win under your belt, so that was a pleasing one.
Yeah, you know, I learnt a lot today, like so much. Like the team atmosphere is brilliant and everything, and yeah, learning a lot. Obviously, it's my first time being here as a pirate, as a fully signed pirate, and learning some different lines and stuff. And yeah, I feel like I've really learnt a lot today, and yeah, just go from there.
Yeah, I mean, how you find the conditions out there? It seems to be excellent, and the starts are nice and grippy, and making it possible to get a good flyer out the gate.
Yeah, you know, I would say it's one of the best tracks in the country. It's absolutely prepared, like absolutely perfect. Like we practiced yesterday on it, and it rained a little bit, but it was absolutely brilliant. And today's even better. It's the starts are really nice, and yeah, I've just sort of going to change a couple of things on my clutch. I'm where the start's grippy, I'm dropping the clutch. The clutch is banging too hard, so it's sort of before I go forward, I'm lifting. So I'm going to change a couple of things in the workshop over the weekend, and yeah, get me flying out starts even better.
Next week, no meeting here at Poole, but a trip down to Plymouth. How do you find that track?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a strange, different track. Yeah, I always tend to go quite well around there, you know, and yeah, they've all got to be, every track's got to be raced. So yeah, let's go and race it.
Okay, well, good start for your Pirates career here at home. Well done on your first win, and plenty more to come, we hope.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, Anders. Thank you very much indeed.
So here we go, the runners and riders for Heat 12, sponsored by Fry's Electrical Limited, a new heat sponsor for the year. We thank them. In gate 1 in red is Ben Cook for the Pirates. In gate 2 in yellow for the Cheetahs is Henry Atkins. In gate 3 is Adam Roynon in blue for the Pirates. And in gate 4 is Louis Kerr in white for the Cheetahs. He's looked quick tonight and just been a little unfortunate. An engine failure early doors. And now Roynon is the last one in. Here we go, the tapes are up and away we go on Heat 12, and it's Ben Cook gets away. Louis Kerr's on the fast line round the outside. Cookie's going to go out there and try and shut him off. But Lewis Kerr came through a hole that didn't look big enough. Now Ben Cook will take chase. It's Adam Roynon in blue in third for the Pirates, and at the back it's Henry Atkins. But I said before the race started that Louis Kerr looked quick in his other heats, but it was just a little unfortunate on the first turn as well in a couple of those heats to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ben Cook has not given up on him. One mistake from Lewis Kerr here, and Ben Cook will be on him as we go into the last lap. Cookie's trying to go under him and stay down low, but it hasn't quite worked after the track grade. Lewis Kerr has spotted that he needed to block that line, and as they come over the line, it's white, red, blue and yellow. White, red, blue and yellow. It's a 3-all heat score. Is the result of Heat 12. Your heat winner there, Lewis Kerr, is coming good at the end, and look, he's been looking quick all night. You have to hand it to him. And a good heat time as well at 60.91. So here's the confirmation of our Heat 12 result. It's a win for Lewis Kerr in white. He picks up the 3 points for the Cheetahs. In second was Ben Cook in red. Couple for him going on to his score chart. In third, Adam Roynon picks up another point in blue. And fourth, Henry Atkins in yellow for the Cheetahs. Unfortunately, once again, pointless. So after Heat 12, the match score is 43 to the Pirates and 29 to the Cheetahs. So it's Sam Masters there on the inside in white. He's unbeaten this evening for the Cheetahs. In gate 2 is Stevie Worrall for the Pirates. He won last time out. He's in red in gate 2. In gate 3 is Scott Nicholls in yellow for the Cheetahs. And in gate 4 is Richard Lawson for the Pirates. And we know gate 4's been a very good starting point this evening. The standout rider for the meeting, really, let's be fair. So all riders are ready. It's the 1s and the 5s. It's Heat 13, the big one. Takes her up and away we go. And Masters has made a beauty again on the inside and dominated the corner. He's stayed down low and Lawson's trying to go around the outside and does. Massive amounts of grip out there. Now Worrall's trying to go around the outside and Masters also. He looks over his shoulder, Masters, and he knows it's Worrall there. Masters goes out wide on turn 2 at the pit gate to stop the run of Worrall. Worrall's now come a little tighter, and that's left the space for Nicholls going around the outside. He really is grabbing handfuls, Nicholls at the back, trying to make an impression. But I tell you what, Lawson's gone at the front. He's absolutely gone. Masters, he's showing a clean pair of heels to Masters, who hasn't been beaten on the night. Let's not forget that, folks. But in this one, he has been well beaten. And as we come to the line, it's blue, white, red and yellow. Blue, white, red and yellow. It's a 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates. Taking us past the elusive 45 points and a match win. And here we go. The fans absolutely loving that. Masters has been the man this evening. And the Rocket Man, Richard Lawson, has beat him in Heat 13. With the confirmation of the result of Heat 13, it's a 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates, and it's a win for Richard Lawson in blue. He takes the 3 points. Sam Masters in white for the Cheetahs. He, first time he's been beaten all evening, he picks up a couple. In third, Stevie Worrall in red. The Pirates captain picks up a point, and then fourth at the back, and not for the lack of trying. He tried everything he knew. Scott Nicholls was in yellow at the back. The match score after Heat 13 is 47 to the Pirates and 31 to the Cheetahs. Our runners and riders for Heat 14, sponsored by Maven Properties Limited. In gate 1 in blue is Kyle Newman. Been having a few bike problems, but still scored a few points tonight. He's in blue for the Pirates. In gate 2 in red is Jordan Jenkins for the Cheetahs. He's looked quicker than the points that he scored tonight. He's been a little bit unfortunate. In gate 3 in red is Zach Cook for the Pirates. He's in red, and in gate 4 in yellow is Luke Killeen, and he's found the going a little tough tonight. But he is out there on that gate 4. So can he get a start out there? Carl Newman there in blue pulls in a great shot, that is. We've got. And away we go. Tapes her up. Newman gets going on the inside. Zach Cook tries to go around the outside, but he's gone around the outside of the rider in yellow, Luke Killeen, but it's... Oh, he's coming up the inside of the rider in white. Newman's all over the place in blue there. He's going wide, then going tight. Jordan Jenkins in second place now, just being passed by Zach Cook underneath. Jenkins has gone high, wide into the dirt. Zach Cook, he shakes his head there, Jenkins, knowing that he got in the wrong place on the track. And Cook came under, and now the two Poole boys should just see themselves home. There's just over a lap to go. Zach Cook worked very hard there to get up to second place. And those Poole boys now showing a clean pair of heels as they come into the last half lap. It's going to be a win in blue for Carl Newman. It's blue, red, white and yellow as they come over the line. Blue, red, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 maximum heat score. Once again for the Pirates. 5th of the night. And there's your winner. You see on screen, Carl Newman in blue. And his partner coming home, getting the bonus points for being second, was Zach Cook in red. Our confirmation of the result of Heat 14, it was a win for Carl Newman. in blue for the Pirates, backed up by his partner in red, Zach Cook. He picks up a couple of points. In third place was Jordan Jenkins, who really made a good show of it at the start, but just found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Zach took total advantage of that. And in fourth in yellow was Luke Killeen. So after Heat 14, the match score is 52 to the Pirates, 32 to the Cheetahs. So now we await to see which big guns come out in Heat 15.
We'll wait for the nomination.
Here's our gate stats once again. 1 win from gate 1, 1 from gate 2, 3 from gate 3, and 9 from gate 4, which is not a tradition here at Poole. Sponsored by Moorish Homes. In gate 1, very deserving of his place in this Heat 15 is Ben Cook. He's in red for the Pirates. In gate 2 is Sam Masters, beaten just once tonight in white for the Cheetahs. In gate 3, the guy that beat Sam Masters on that one time. In blue is Richard Lawson for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in yellow is Scott Nicholls for the Cheetahs. So Ben Cook comes in first in red, last one in is Lawson. Tapes go up and away we go. They went pretty quickly, and Masters again has got there. Lawson is going around the outside. Masters is looking for that move. He cuts Lawson off, but Lawson goes under him in blue. What an absolute scorcher of a move. And now Ben Cook has come under on turn 4 under Masters. Masters has been the man of the night, but Ben Cook has now passed him also. The Pirates are on a 5-1 here in Heat 15. Absolutely remarkable move on the first lap there from the Pirates duo. Masters now trying to find a way back into the race, but Ben Cook is absolutely flying. He's going to take some catching there in second, but Lawson's out front, hasn't really looked over his shoulder yet to see who's there. But my word, has Lawson found some speed in this track and that bike this evening in his last 2 rides. And as we come to the checkered flag, the Pirates fans go bananas. It's blue, red, white and yellow. Blue, red, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 Heat score in Heat 15 to the Pirates, and there's your winner, Richard Lawson. 13 points plus 1 bonus on the night. What a return to Speedway here at Wimborne Road that is. Here's confirmation of the Heat 15 result. It's a win for Richard Lawson in blue. For the Pirates in second in red was Ben Cook. What a move on the first turn from him to pass Masters. In third in white was Sam Masters for the Cheetahs, and at the back was Scott Nicholls in yellow. The match score result is 57 to the Pirates and 38 to the Cheetahs. As we see, let's have a look at the scores on the doors. See who's done what. Look at Stevie Worrall there. Settled it in. 6 points for him. Anders Rowe, 5 plus 1. Good return from number 2. Ben Cook, 11 plus 2. He's taken to that heat leader role superbly tonight. And that was a tough heat leader role tonight as well. Zach Cook picks up 7 plus 2. Absolutely perfect. Richard Lawson, look at that, 13 plus 1. Carl Newman, 6 plus 1. And Adam Roynon there at the bottom, 7 plus 2. He's enjoyed his evening. It's masterful from Stan Masters, really was good until the last couple of rides. 15 points for him. Cameron Heeps picks up a couple. Lewis Kerr's point score, I think, was that engine failure has affected his points. He's got 6. Jordan Jenkins picked up 3 in a bonus. Scott Nicholls there. Some good rides early doors, 6 in a bonus. Henry Atkins picks up 1, and Luke Killeen found it hard going tonight. So as the crowd leave the stadium, and a happy bunch they look to with the result. It's a big thanks to all our camera guys, Rob and Paul, our pitch reporter, Rob Dyer, our producer down in the dungeon, Andy Hague. From all of us, and myself, Scott Mitchell, it's a very good night here from Wimborne Road.
Kurt's really ripping them apart in this one. He went inside, outside, he weighed him up, he looked for the gap.